Hello and welcome back to the Dallas Weekly. This is one of my favorite times when we get to interview our Business is Black, all of our greatest winners and recipients. And today is probably my favorite interview we've done so far. I am talking to Darrel Frater, the CEO and founder of TheClub App. Now, this interview is brought to you and sponsored by Mark Cuban Companies. Thank you so much for all your support so far and all of the support that you've done here in our community. And with that being said, hello, Darrel. How's it going?
What's going on, Jeremiah? How are you today?
I am doing great. I've been looking forward to this interview. I love apps and I love app development. I love technology. And so getting to talk to CEOs and founders who are cutting edge and doing amazing things in the world is just my heart. And also, I've been a live DJ for about 15 years. I've done a lot of weddings, but I've also done club nights. I've done performance DJing, as an artist. And so, when I started looking through your app, I was like, oh, there's some opportunities in here, not just for the DJs, but also for the people who love to find music, find great performers, connect with venues, connect with events. And so there's a lot of great aspects of this. So Darrel, okay, tell me, let's get to the nitty gritty. Tell me about it. What is the Club App?
Wow, man. First and foremost, didn't know that you were a DJ, so that's super exciting. And I'm glad that we're on this call talking about, the app and everything that we got going on with the club. So I'll jump right in. The club is a live stream monetization platform for DJs. We're on a mission to help DJs build their brand and build their career as a DJ. So we really want to provide resources and tools to make it as easy as possible for them to do so. So we're super excited about what we've been doing with the app, but then also just the community that we've been building has been super impactful to help connect DJs around the world and help them mentor one another and help build relationships with their fans and audiences. So super excited about the space that we're in, and the DJs in our community are so amazing and couldn't do it without them. So thanks.
That's awesome. Well, tell me, Darrel, how did you come up with the idea for the Club App, and how did this mission begin?
Yeah, it was interesting. So last year with the pandemic, I was running another startup called Prom Social, and with that app, it was a app that helped high school students plan and shop for prom. And I led growth at that startup, and with the 11,000 DJs that we had, not DJs, sorry, 11,000 high school students that we had at the time, they were pretty much upset that there was no prom happening given the pandemic. And with that, I was like, what can I do to really make these students have a good prom? So I got creative, and we hosted a virtual prom on Instagram Live. And we partnered with another app called the Not Okay app, and they were hosting a prom as well. So we joined forces and worked together, and it was super exciting. We had DJ Jazzy Jeff be the music, and he really rocked the show, and it went viral. Jack Dorsey, who's the CEO of Twitter, actually got involved, and he made a large donation to our virtual prom. It was just an amazing experience. And I took that and I was like, wow, like this DJ live stream was so impactful and it helped so many people. And over the past 2 years, a year before working with Prom Social, I was actually working with many different live streaming platforms in the Asian market. And these live streaming platforms had these massive communities of people making money via live stream. And when we had the virtual prom, I'm like, wow, this business model from the Asian live streaming apps and this concept of DJ live streams and what was going on at the time with the pandemic and all the clubs and parties being shut down, the DJs needed a space that they can call their own to be able to build community and do what they love to do online without copyright issues and the ability to monetize their audiences so they can build their business. So, I saw the need, I saw the problem, and I believed I was uniquely positioned to do well at this. So I just hit the ground running and built the MVP within 3 months after coming up with the idea, and just started community building. It's been an exciting journey, and just been working hard to add as much value to the DJ community as possible, and to be able to build community and help them in their business and their goal to be entrepreneurs, to better themselves in their business and their brand.
That's great. Well, yeah, I did do some DJing over live stream last year, some on Twitch, some on Bigo, some on a few different places. And yeah, I definitely felt that same thing. It was amazing. I was trapped in the house. Most of my gigs were shut down. Like 99% of my gigs were shut down. And so when I got on there, I was actually surprised how many people were like, oh, keep going. Because I was going to do like an hour, and they were like, no, keep going. We need someone to DJ for us. And so, yeah, I can definitely see that. And I really feel like you captured a need, and you captured some lightning in a bottle. Well, I was looking through your credentials, and if you look at your email signature, you can tell right off the bat you guys have been making some strides in getting traction and getting some awards. Can you speak more to that?
Yeah, so I've been very busy over the past year. I came up with the idea for the club in June, and like I said, 3 months later, just hit the ground running with releasing the MVP, and been fortunate to be participating in many different accelerator programs. Also, being able to participate in different pitch competitions where I've came out first place in a few of them, and have done very well. Being able to connect and meet investors, so it's been a fun journey just being involved. One of the competitions I won. It's called Startup Runway, put together by Valor Venture. That was a $10,000 prize, which I came in first place from. Shout out to Impact Ventures. Shout out to Zane Venture Capital. They have a capital readiness program that was very impactful. Been in so many different programs. So it's over 10. So to name them all, that would be tough. But it's really exciting, just the fact that there's so many companies and organizations that are out there to help founders early on in their journey. And I've learned so much through these different programs, and it's given me the opportunity to pitch to different investors and to really prepare myself as a founder and hone my pitch. So that way, when it's time to raise funding, which we are starting now, we'll be able to be successful in that endeavor. So super excited to just the opportunities and the progress that I've gotten so far through this journey as a founder. It's not easy, but it's definitely rewarding if you give it your all. And this week I'll be wrapping up my MBA, so I'm super excited about just finishing up school and being able to just invest all my time and energy into my startup.
Yeah, and I was going to ask that. So, because this all came about so quickly, and you were able to hit the ground running, get some traction, you've been able to win some pitch competitions, some investment competitions. So, how has it changed your life in the last year? So, as on a personal level.
Yeah, it's been really great. My network has built tremendously, and in regards to building a startup, relationships are very important, and building your network is key to getting traction, to getting investment opportunities, to learning, having access to mentorship. And when I realized that, that's what motivated me to join so many of these great accelerator programs, to be able to build relationships not only with potential mentors and investors, but also with other founders. And it's just been super impactful. And I really understand the benefit of relationship building within this startup ecosystem. So I encourage any founder that's out there, learn how to build relationships very quickly, because it's really what's going to be what helps you move forward within your business.
Yeah, that's great. And has LinkedIn been much of a tool for you in this?
Yeah, no, LinkedIn has been tremendous. It's, I would say, the easiest way to understand who is connected to people within your network, because they make it easy for you to know the followers or the connections of the people you're connected to. So I've leveraged LinkedIn tremendously as an early touch point to connect with people. Then when relevant opportunities for me to actually meet them, typically we're already a connection away, where I can have someone make that warm introduction. And as I progress and become more savvy in my fundraising and relationship building, I realize the importance of warm introductions and being connected within the network. So having LinkedIn presence and being able to be connected and have that network on LinkedIn has been super helpful for me. Definitely encourage founders to be active on LinkedIn and also Twitter. I believe those two platforms are super powerful in regards to fundraising and building connections in this ecosystem.
That's a really good point. And for all our viewers out there, that is a big point I've noticed about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is more of a warm room. LinkedIn is a place where you might be just a couple people away, from someone you really need to connect with to either move your business forward, or maybe they need you. That's actually happened a lot too. I've been reached out to with people like, I need your help. And that's a great way. And I think that's a lot different than a lot of the other social platforms. Well, Darrel, I'd love to get in and show a little bit about how you actually use the club and what it looks like on the interface. So I'm going to pull up our B-roll video here, and I'll let you take it away.
Awesome.
So this is the club app installed on your phone.
Yeah, no, this is the app, and I'll walk you through it. So essentially, as soon as you open the app, you jump right into an active DJ live stream if there's one live. And just like on Instagram Live, you can chat within the live stream and communicate with the DJ. You can actually send them tips and donations right within the stream. As you can see with the clap button right there, we call it applaud. And you're able to connect and support the DJs that you love. This right here, you'll see is the discovery page. So you can see what events are planned and what are currently active. So when you see these events, you can actually save them with that star button that you see on the right. And once you click into an event, if it's not live, it's actually a chat where people can communicate and talk before the event. That leads into when the event actually goes live. And when you are able to continue to just track which events you want to actually support and be in touch with, they actually get saved into your save section. Then we also make it very easy for you to become a streamer and create an event. So that's the process right there of just creating an event. And then next it shows just your profile, where you can add your profile picture, shows you different contact information you can put in, your username, email, and such like that. So very simple app, and we just make it easy for the DJs to build their business, build an audience. And it's currently MVP, open beta, but we are super excited with the updates that we're going to have coming forward. And that's one reason why we're raising funding right now. We've gotten tremendous feedback over the past 7 months in regards to what features we need to build next to help our community. And we're looking for the proper investment partners to help us get there and reach those key milestones to grow this to a huge business and opportunity for people to monetize their passions, starting with the DJ community. And we think that being able to do this kind of work online is super important. And there's a new trend that's happening within the ecosystem, which is the creator economy. And we think that we can play a significant role within the creator economy, which is currently, over a huge industry that there are so many people. There's 50 million people worldwide right now that consider themselves a creator, and 2 million of those people are earning over 100K in annual income doing creative work. And we think that there's much more opportunity for people to not only just be a creator for the sake of it, but to monetize their passion and have a fulfillment in doing what they love to do and making a living off of it. So that's the area we want to play in. And we think that, over the 6.3 million DJs that are across the globe, we can definitely start with them and their amazing distribution power of all the fans and audiences and celebrity, people in music that they're connected to, could really have a big influence in this market. So that's our go-to-market. That's what we think is going to be a huge opportunity to unlock the creator economy. And we're super excited to be a part of it.
Wow. Yeah, that is powerful. And I'm just noticing that, yeah, you can create your own platform without having, I don't have to create the whole wheel myself as a DJ. I can download the app. I can log in. I can create my account. I can start creating events, tell my fans about it, find new fans. It seems like a great discovery platform as well. Have you found that it's been a good discovery platform for people who don't have a giant following?
Yeah, that is one of the reasons why we think that vertical communities are important, because in the worlds of Instagram, Twitch, and all these other platforms, there's so much noise, and the audiences and the people that are wanting to consume this content are in flux with just so many different things. But at the club, it's focused on a specific purpose, and that's to watch the DJ live streams and enjoy these virtual and in-person parties. So it's super exciting, just kind of creating that safe space for music, where one of our unique competitive advantages is that we actually pay out royalties to the proper music rights owners. So we actually have the songs that are being played on our platform being tracked by a third-party company that is able to help us pay out and identify the ownership of the music that's being played. And that's one thing that we really want to be an asset and a helper to the music industry, as opposed to being against them and, going like the Napster route, or, the route where people are not paying the music artists for the great work that they do. So we're super excited just the work that we're doing and supporting the industry in this fashion.
That is huge. Okay, so I have, had my own issues when streaming of getting shut down off an Instagram live. I've always gotten shut down off my Facebook lives. They just track those. They just Shazam my song so fast that they're like, nope, you can't be playing that. So I want to say that, and that's something that I didn't really think about until now, but from a data perspective and from a technology perspective, you're solving a problem they don't even know they necessarily have ahead of time. You're tracking the songs. you're getting the rights management taken care of on the back end, and you're also, you know, and how you can speak to this, I bet you're producing a lot of data about what songs are being streamed, about what information is coming across. That's got to be huge.
Yeah, it's super exciting. You know, there's a huge opportunity in regards to distribution where artists want their songs to be played and want their music to be heard. And DJs are the original distributors of music and breaking new records. So we see a huge opportunity to work directly with artists and create a marketplace where they can partner with DJs that will allow them to get their music out there and heard. So we're talking to some great companies in the space that are already doing this kind of work. And we're looking to continue building relationships with people that want to get their brand and their music and other types of products and content out there using the powerful distribution power of the DJ. And we think that it's a super exciting space, and we're just happy to be able to play in it and add value to the community.
Well, I just got to say, as a DJ, that's absolutely thrilling to know that I don't have to, you know, do anything special on my end before I come up with my set. Because as a DJ, sometimes you're feeling the audience, you're feeling, not sometimes, you're always feeling the audience, you're feeling the vibe. And sometimes it's like, okay, I need to go this direction. This song is going to just take it to the next level. And it's all about peaks and valleys. So, you know, I'm going to take them down, and then I'll take them right back up. And I don't need to be thinking about rights management at that moment. I need to be thinking about engaging with my audience. So that is huge. That is so huge. That's honestly revolutionary in my mind. Well, Darrel, like, it is an app. How do you get to this app?
Yeah, so our MVP is available on the Google Play and App Store. So you can just search The Club Live DJs and Parties, and we'll pop right up. Super excited to have you in our community. If you're a DJ, we'd love for you to join our community, download the app. We also have a podcast called the My DJ Story Podcast. I would love to interview you and hear your amazing story as a DJ and be able to use your story to help other DJs as they venture on in their journey as a DJ. So we'd love to connect and be able to help you build your brand and help you in whatever ways we can with what we're doing with the club.
Hey, well, I definitely appreciate that. Us here at the Dallas Weekly, we are always technology forward. Anytime that we can help BIPOC, you know, creators to do what we can. And just like you were saying about the 50 million creators, which I'm sure they'll all be watching this live stream in the next few days. There's 6.3 million, I think you said, DJs. Like the 6.3 million DJs that, you know, even a 10% of those DJs, you know, watch this interview, you know, then they're going to understand how giant this is. And I'm among them. You know, I'll be downloading the Club app just after this. I just got a new phone, or I would have downloaded it before the interview. So yeah, what are your final thoughts and final words? Anything you want to make sure people know about the club, or you guys going forward about what you're working on?
Yeah, you know, I'll take this time to just talk about what I'm passionate about for myself personally. You know, I'm really huge on the closure of the racial wealth gap. There's tremendous disparities in regards to the income level of people of color versus non-people of color. And I think that this is important for us to be able to use entrepreneurship as a way to close these gaps. So I personally am a founder today for the purpose of me becoming an investor in the future. I want to have a successful exit with my business, reinvest my capital into other founders of color, and be able to help them scale and grow their businesses, as I've been through the hardship of doing it and understanding what it takes to do it with limited resources. And that's where I think that the world is going to be able to change, by empowering more people through entrepreneurship, allowing them to be investors, owners, and employees of these early stage companies that have the opportunity to turn to the next unicorns or billion-dollar companies. And that's my vision. That's what I think that I'm placed on this earth to do, to help close the racial wealth gap. And I'm just doing it every single day at the best of my ability.
That's huge. That's huge. And mission-driven companies, I think, are exactly what are being successful in this economy. In 2021, I feel like mission-driven companies have been shining and coming way above and beyond the cash grabs and the profit center-based people. And that's really exciting to see. Well, for everybody watching, you've been watching our interview from the Dallas Weekly of Darrel Frater, the CEO and founder of TheClub App, an app that lets you live stream your DJ sets and interact with DJs to tip those DJs. And they've got great growth plans in the near future to expand and to become an even bigger leader in this market. And this entire interview has been sponsored by Mark Cuban Companies. We're so thankful for all the support and love that we're getting from Mark Cuban Companies in putting together our Business is Black winners so that we can talk with each of these amazing CEOs and founders. Now, I'm going to put the links to the Club app for the Google Play Store and for the App Store into the description, as well as a link to the podcast that he mentioned, so that we can give you all the information you need and you can link back up with Darrel. Darrel, can people reach out to you on LinkedIn?
Yeah, always accessible on LinkedIn. So feel free to reach me. I'm just my name, Darrel Frater, and you can find me. I'd love to chat.
Great. And I will also put that link in the description for LinkedIn. If you guys want to know anything else about the club, leave it in the comments, leave us a message, contact me or Darrel over on LinkedIn, and we'll make sure that we get all the information over to you. And thank you guys so much for watching this interview. We'll be back with another interview just like this in the near future.